Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for another Marathon Studio album review. This is actually going to be for the next Megadeth album review, and then I'll continue the Megadeth album reviews coming back on the 12th because there's supposed to be a tropical storm hitting my way where I'm at. So it's just ridiculous. It's like first, my mom is in the hospital. Now there's just a fucking tropical storm. I'm like, great. Like, it's like just bad karma or something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's just bad shit happening right now. But I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for Megadeth's new 1994 album. Sorry if I said new. Euthanasia is the album I'm reviewing, and I'll let you know what I thought of this Youthanasia album, the 1994 album by Megadeth. So let's dive into this album review. Now, it starts with Reckoning Day, and that was a pretty strong track. I really enjoyed that song. So, 5 out of 5. I like the way Dave Mustaine is singing it. It is more soft rock and hard rock kind of stuff. But this whole album's mostly hard rock slash somewhat heavy metal, but I wouldn't say everything's heavy metal on this album. Because there are some softer rock songs and also hard rock songs. But this is a step down from the last album, for sure. So, 5 out of 5 for Reckoning Day. Train of Consequences, I meant to say. Um, Solid track. Not hating it. It's just the way Dave Mustaine sings it some of the time. It just makes me cringe a bit, but it's just the way he's singing it, I guess. So, instrumentally, it's great. So, 4.5 out of 5 for this one. Addicted to Chaos was a pretty strong track. Really enjoyed how it was sounding overall. Dave Mustaine's weird vocals can be to some listeners unsettling, but for other listeners, if they like this kind of stuff, this might be the song for them. So, 5 out of 5 for me, in my personal opinion. A Tootly Monday, solid track. Not sure if I'm connecting with it too much, but I think it's alright in its own way. It's good in its own way. It just has some weak moments from time to time with Dave Mustaine's vocals in it for certain sections in the track. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one. Elysian Fields is a solid one too. I don't hate this song. I just think it's good in its own way. It just has some weak, underperformed moments from time to time. So I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. Sorry, I was itching something on my arm. Um, Yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for Elysian Fields. I'm not sure if I'm connecting with it, but it's a solid track in its own way. The Killing Road is the final song on the Side 1 edition of this Youthanasia album, and it's pretty strong to close out the Side 1 edition for this album. So, 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it instrumentally. Dave Mustaine's vocals are pretty good in this track, and just with how it's sounding, I'm not hating this song. 5 out of 5. Blood of Heroes is a solid track. This is where the album starts to get a little weak towards the end of the album. The first half had some underperformed moments, but did have a few strong tracks. But the second half starts to get a little underwhelming to listen through, in my personal opinion. It's not the worst, but it just a lot of solid tracks. So, Blood of Heroes, I'll give a 4.5 out of 5. It's just the way Dave Mustaine is singing the track, I'm not sure if I'm connecting with. But instrumentally, it's pretty strong. So, and sometimes instrumentally, it just follows the melody and all that. So, it is what it is. 4.5 out of 5. Family Tree is another good track in its own way. It just has some solid moments and a few weak moments from time to time with uh, Dave Mustaine's vocal range and all that, and just the way he's singing it, and also instrumentally, it has some weak, underperformed moments at from time to time, but it's just following a pattern with the track. So, meaning following the melody of the song. So, 4.5 out of 5. Euthanasia is another solid track. I'm not sure if I'm connecting with it, but I think it's good in its own way. So 4.5 out of 5. I'm just trying to breeze through this so I can give you guys a good rating, or whatever rating I'm going to give it for this album. So definitely tune in to the rating system at the middle of the review. So yeah, I Thought I Knew It All is a solid track. I'm not sure if I'm connecting with it, but Dave Mustaine's vocals are pretty solid. They're not great, but they're something at least, so 4.5 out of 5. Instrumentally, it's fine. I don't hate it instrumentally, so yeah, it's just following the melody of the song, so yeah. 4.5 out of 5. Black Curtains, it just had some weird vocals from Dave Mustaine in this one that I don't know if I'm connecting with, but it's a something track, so 4.5 out of 5. And the final song, Victory, is another solid track, so yeah, I think the second half of the album got towards the end of the album got a little underperformed a bit. Was a little underperformed a bit, but and underwhelming at times. But I think the tracks were solid, so 4.5 out of 5 for Victory. I didn't hate this track. Dave Mustaine's vocals aren't bad, but they're not amazing. But it's something. So I didn't hate this song, so 4.5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Megadeth's album Youthanasia was an average listen. I did give it a shot and see what you think of it. Sorry for stuttering for a second. Like I said, give it a shot, see what you think of it for yourself. Because, in my personal opinion, I think it's an average album. So, overall, I think Youthanasia by Megadeth, their 1994 album, was an average listen. It's not too bad. It is what it is, I guess. So, first score for me, I'm giving Megadeth's Youthanasia album a 7.5 out of 10. It's an average listen. It's not too bad for a listen. This is an album I'd probably come back to from time to time, but I wouldn't say I listen to it all the time, because there are some stronger albums in Megadeth's discography. It's just this one was a little underwhelming and underperformed from certain sections in the album. But the rest of the album did alright for what it went for. So, 7.5 out of 10 in my opinion. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Megadeth Youthanasia album, if you listened to the 1994 album already, and if you did enjoy this Megadeth 6th studio album that I reviewed for the 6th Marathon studio album review in their discography for Youthanasia. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I probably might do one more video because my sister actually is coming down to help me clean the house a bit. So I might have to take a break from YouTube for a couple days. But I will let you know what happens, and I'll post on the community tab and all that for the next day or two. There's supposed to be a tropical storm hitting. It's supposed to be pretty strong. I hope it doesn't hit, but we'll just wait and see. It said something about a tropical storm this week. I'm like, how many more tropical storms are we gonna get? I'm just like, this is ridiculous. So, yeah. But that's just what I think and how I feel and all that. But still, I will do a Godsmack track review for you and I sometime like Thursday or Friday. It most likely will be Friday because Thursday's supposed to be a lot of gale force winds. So I don't know if my power is going to be off or not, but it it's a possibility, but who knows. But still, I hope you enjoyed this album review for Megadeth Youthanasia. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. There will be a Wednesday Versus video coming out really soon. It's actually going to be premiered, but it's going to premiere in the morning sometime. So I'm going to try to get it out to you guys as quickly as I can. So stay safe. Take care, guys. And as always, I will see you in my next review.